I didn't film the process. I'll put a link in the description, but I got that heavy some beach out. So there's the stock next to the UPR. Now I'll show y'all the whole reason for me wanting to do this, other than saving weight, is if you look, there's the mounts. See how all this is boxed in? See how that's all open? Like you couldn't reach through here to get to any of the header bolts or starter or anything else, where that one is open. So it's going to be a lot easier to get stuff done. Well guys, I couldn't get all the pitting out, but I did take a wire brush, get all the rust off of it, and knocked all the scale off that I could. But like I said, I couldn't get all the pitting out. But I am putting fresh paint on it. Maybe that'll help it from further rusting. I'm using grill paint because it's supposed to be, you know, super heat resistant, I would hope, since the grill's on fire. Alright guys, just a little comparison. You see this gasket? It's flat. You can clearly see the bevel on that even on camera. Now, the 4-bolt goes up front, where the 2 goes in the back, in case you get a little, you know, lost. And then these tabs that are down, because you can set it on the actual oil pan and then raise it up, and that helps it from moving around. So maybe that'll help out a little somebody if they get that far. Alright guys, the sun over there is terrible. I was trying to get a good view, but my bottom end looks great. The bottom end of my engine, my bottom end looks terrible. But the oil pickup is very clean. I haven't cleaned up anything other than some of the gasket surface, but there was nothing in the oil pickup. Everything looks great. I got a flashlight looked up in there. There's still cross hatching on the cylinder walls. While it does not have forged rods, I'm just happy that it looks very good underneath here. And the timing guides look good. Like I said, there's gobs of stuff, and I know some of it's from the factory, but the way it was gobbed out over there I've never seen before from the factory. Not to say it wasn't, but it was pretty big gob over there, and it was on the timing cover up itself. And like I said, I've never seen that, so I don't know if it was replaced or not when everything was done. I don't have a clue. Like I said, I don't really know the history of this engine. I was really hoping to find some nice set of forged rods in here or something. Some kind of surprise. But for what I'm doing, these rods would be great. 4.6 Chris is spraying the heck out of his, and they're still living. Andrew from Mustang Lifestyle completely stock bottom in on his turbo bullet, and he is just killing it. So I would be happy with 400 horsepower. I am not gonna lie. I'm dropping weight on this car. 400 horsepower, I would beat Coyotes, and that would be just fine with me. But I'm gonna get this oil pan on after I get the bolts cleaned off and put this K member on. It's bolts soaking in degreaser. These things was completely covered in oily slime. This is LA's Awesome Degreaser that I did a little review on. Well, looky here, boys. Got it installed. The camera went in very easy. The only issue I had on the other side, on the front mount, there's a ground that's on the frame, and this covers that, so you got to take that out and relocate it somewhere. Everything else so far has went very well, and I'm very happy with it. And I just can't wait to have everything done on this car and it lowered and me to test drive this thing. I'm so excited. Alright guys, I have it all bolted in. I didn't get this as clean as I thought I did, but I did it in the dark. But I can always come back and degrease that later and get it all cleaned up. The control arm bolt, I did put this one in from the backside out because I'd already put up my steering rack and I didn't want to keep messing with it. But guys, these are supposed to be able to use these, but for some reason mine are way too long. I don't know if it was supposed to come with bolts or what. You can see right there, there's probably an inch. So even with it all the way threaded down, I still have all of that. So that's what I was looking at. Got most of it cleaned up so I can tell if there's still a leak or not. Still waiting on the gaskets to come in. They're supposed to be in today, but for some reason everything that says it's supposed to be in has not been in. You can see my motor mounts up there. Everything's tight. All I got to do really right now is assemble that, put the wheels on, get bolts for the steering rack, and I'm done. So all that's holding me up right now is just that rebuild kit and these bolts. I went and I tried to find shorter bolts. Could not find them, but I found these 1.5 inch steel sleeve spacers. So I used the spacer in front of the washer and everything works just great. With the ground, I used a existing hole. Let's see how way I can get this without the sun on it. Existing hole was already there. It used to be over here, which should have been under that, so that had to be moved. But when I relocated it here, that bolt went right in just fine in that hole. So that's where I put them in. Yes, if you're watching my previous videos, I have an upgraded ground wire. That's why it's so thick. Like I said, other than not getting this clean as I thought I did, but like I said, it was in the dark, I can always spray it down. Everything is good. I'm still waiting on the rebuild kit for that, which was supposed to be here today, but since it just told me it's another 2 hours away, I doubt I'm going to get it today, because that's how they work. So we'll get everything buttoned back up, get the engine brace off, get the car set down, get it on wheels. Well, I'm not going to set it down yet because I have to do this, but I'm going to get the engine set and make sure everything's good there. Everything's tight, so I hope it's hopefully everything's how I need it. Well guys, it's kind of funny, after going to the store and buying the little spacers for the rack bushings, I decided to write the company I got these from online, which is basically like the UPR eBay store, because it comes straight from UPR. But I asked them about the rack bolts, and the very next day I received them in the mail, so that's pretty awesome. Couldn't figure out why they sent me another box that was only 2 pounds, because they never replied to the thing. But here we go. Got the washers and everything. I'll be taking the factory ones out and putting these in, just so I make sure I got all new hardware everywhere. But UPR for the win. Well guys, unfortunately everything didn't go my way. Waiting on a package that USPS has lost. It even shows they misplaced it. I don't know what's going to happen with it, but it's the seals for the oil cooler. I can't start the car with no oil cooler hooked to it. It'd be pointless, the oil would just shoot right out the side. So I'm going to end this video on this note, and when I get the parts in, I will pick back up. I will be leaving in a few days, going on a little vacation to North Carolina, so don't expect anything crazy for the next few days. But you can see, look at that K member in there. Look at all that open space. Now I'm told, I don't know if this is true or not, don't quote me on this, but because before all that was closed off and the headers was in there, I'm told that your under hood temps will drop pretty good with that on there. A lot of the road race guys say that they've seen anywhere from 15 to 20 degrees difference for before and after. So like I said, don't quote me on that. I'm just going by what they said. But got to clean up my mess. Get ready to get ready for this little vacation I got going on. And appreciate y'all watching. I was hoping to have it all done and looking good, but it's not the case. Well guys, I was going to end the video there, but as I showed y'all, the UPR bolts came in for the rack, so I don't have to use these spacers, and the rebuild kit came in for this, so I just rebuilt that and put it on. So now all we're lacking is oil and coolant, so I'm going to go ahead and replace these and get the wheels on the car and get it ready to do something. Tell me that don't look much better than them sticking that far out the front. Well, that was pretty rough there. That's pretty sketchy. I mean, this don't take a lot of abuse, but you know, you want it to be the best it can be, so why not? There's the oil pan's all dry, everything looking good, paint's all dry, nothing to worry about there. So like I said, we slap this oil filter on, get everything good and going, these coolant and oil, and we'll get it started. Throw the wheels on, get it lowered. And while I'm still underneath the car, I guess I'll go ahead and tell y'all guys again, I appreciate y'all watching. I know I've already ended this once, but now I'm going to end it for real, and I'm going on vacation. So I'll see y'all in a week or so. Peace.
I won't turn around, I done made it this far. Look back now, that wouldn't be too smart. Shooting for the stars even when it gets hard. Put my faith in the Lord with these 16 bars. I won't turn around, I done made it this far. Look back now, that wouldn't be too smart. Shooting for the stars even when it gets hard. Put my faith in the Lord with these 16 bars. I won't turn around, I won't turn around. No matter how far I go, I'll never come down.